Hi everyone, it's my second attempt to get the webinar going, so I'm just going to give you all a chance to find me and see what's happening. Nothing ever works as you want it to when you're somewhere different, I think. So this is me here being live, probably with quite a stilted camera. Going to give you all a chance to find me, probably with quite a stilted camera. Going to give you all a chance to find me, probably with quite a stilted. Oh, sorry everyone. I should actually turn the sound down on that. That's really terrible. Right. I'm going to make a little start. As you can see, I'm absolutely full of cold. As always, I have great intentions of treating my family lovely and cooking beautiful food and running around and seeing people that I haven't seen for ages. And instead, all I want to do is curl up. We're in a cottage in Somerset because we're visiting my family. And as you all know, I desperately wanted an open fire in the cottage, but there wasn't an open fire. But we do have a hot tub, so I've already had one dip in the hot tub. I feel I may have to go in there again. I feel just for medicinal reasons. So I just wanted to put a message on here today in order to get you thinking about Christmas. I've got some notes somewhere. Ah, man! They're on the desk. Hang on a minute. That doesn't help. Right. So I don't know what it is about Christmas. We all get ourselves in such a lather, really. It's a time of year that's got so many rules associated to it. No, they're not written down anywhere. They're all just traditions that have that happen and that we've learnt since we were a child, and we recreate them every year without question. It's amazing that we do something that is so that is not, you know, paying taxes or getting to work or anything like that. That through voluntarily we choose to stick to some very tight traditions around Christmas. And one of those reasons, whether we like it or not, whatever our politics, is because people who own products want us to buy. And in fact, we've done a sale for our Sober Sprint program for the new year. So we're just the same as everyone else. But because Christmas is that time of giving and has developed that way, then the idea of getting you all to spend money, both on gifts, but also on all the aspects that go along with Christmas, is really high. And drinks producers, for them, it's a perfect time of year because, as we all know, if we want to be happier, then adding some alcohol in the mix made us happier. That to socialise, we have a societal myth that drinking helps us socialise, and there's lots of parties at Christmas, so boom, loads more alcohol. We want to feel relaxed at Christmas, or because we know it's going to be stressful at Christmas. So basically what happens is all those myths about alcohol that we've talked about this year, you know, that society creates and that we create for ourselves, are on hyper super drive at Christmas, because all of those things that may happen that we use alcohol for, the want to be happy, the idea to socialise, stressful days, wanting to relax, difficult parents, the works, all happen over this short period of time. So basically it's an alcohol advertiser's dream, because what they can do is give us something that that we think we need. They can give it to us in vast quantities and we go, yeah, that's okay. And because everyone's saying, yeah, that's okay, it becomes this great big group sort of delusion. If you really think about it, it's a group delusion, a whole societal delusion, that just getting completely shit-faced over Christmas is absolutely the way it should be. And no one will blink an eyelid if you start this morning on Prosecco for breakfast, because you can get away with anything at Christmas because we're all in this sort of delusion together. So I know that sounds quite bleak, but I'm when it comes to an issue that we have with consuming something, be it food, be it cake, be it drugs, be it prescription drugs, be it anything. When it comes to consuming something, there's often a market that's trying to push that consumption further than we'd want it to go, and often there are societal norms that do that. And it is important to remember, because all we're being asked to do, if you really strip it down to the bottom, is to spend loads of money to make someone else rich. The drinks producers rich. And you know what? I'm fed up of actually Christmas altogether being this whole time about consume, 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 buy, buy, buy. It's another type of addiction, buying things and thinking you have to do certain things for people. They're just feeding into all of our personal fears. And I've had enough of it. No longer am I going to buy things when I'm told to buy them, be it birthdays, be it Christmas. I'm going to buy them when I feel moved to, and when I feel moved to give someone a gift. I'm no longer going to drink because society just tells me to. If I ever want to drink again, which personally I don't, but even if I was moderating, I would drink when I chose, when it was right for me, knowing the full consequences of what alcohol might do to my brain. When I want to spend time with people, I'll do it on my own terms. And Christmas at least gives me a few days off to do that. And my 95-year-old grandmother isn't very mobile, so being here helps. But, you know, I'm not going to make these next 3 days identical to everybody else's just because a whole load of advertisers and producers of products have told me to. So you're welcome over the next few days to be a little bit defiant, maybe even a little bit angry about the way that we have been sold all of this stuff and how alcohol has been pushed over the last month. It was anger that actually got me sober in the end, because I went on a course and it was, I thought, so unethical and so badly done. I was angry. I came away angry. And anger is a very good tool to help you keep sober if you use it in the right way. So over the next few days, I want you to be, maybe anger's not the right word, maybe I want you to be fierce. I want you to be fiercely protective of the sobriety you've achieved this year. And that doesn't matter if you have managed a whole year completely alcohol-free, if you've stopped and started, if you've had countless day ones, it doesn't matter, because I'm pretty sure that nearly everybody on the Club Soda group has done more days sober last year than they did this year. And if you didn't do more days sober because maybe you got to this frenzied point where you've drunk more, then you're very much more aware of what's happening with you now and where you can get help. So for all of us, this has been a really successful year. And I want you to protect that success you've had over the last year really, really fiercely over the next few days. And that means that you can stand there and go, I'm not going to pander to that myth that I have to get drunk this Christmas. I'm not going to pander to the myth that I have to stock my trolley full of alcohol. Otherwise, you know, I may run out in 2 whole days. I'm not going to pander to any of those myths. I'm not going to pander to the myth that I have to start drinking from morning till night. I'm not going to pander to the myth that I can't actually take some time out for myself during the day. The whole of the next few days is about you fiercely protecting the sobriety that you've gained over the last year, so protecting what it is that you've learned. And I think if you can get a little bit fierce and angry and protective of yourself, that will really, really help. So, and plan for that. I will always come down to the fact that planning as much as possible really helps. And you will already begin to know and feel some of those triggers that really affect you at Christmas. So I want you to be confident. I want you to be confident that you can get through these next few days. The minute you let doubt creep in, I know that you'll start going, well, that little bit of doubt allows that inner critic to come in, that wine witch to come in and go, well, you know, if you're finding it difficult, maybe you should just, you know, wait till the new year. That's what happened. That's what inner dialogue will go on in your mind if you let any lack of confidence seep in. So I want you to actually be really bold, shout it really, really loud and say, I am confident that I'm going to achieve my drinking goals over the next 3 days. And I'm going to protect those no matter what. Right? Because this is you. This is about you. Nobody else has control over you. This is about you. So you can protect your sobriety. And you've got a few hours to still go out and stock up on alcohol-free drinks, to get yourself some secret sweets and stash them away. fuck the fact that this is about a season of giving. If you have some drinks that you know will keep you sober over Christmas, then hide them so no one else has them, because everyone else will be curious, everyone else will want to try. If you've got some favorite sweets, if you've got a favorite treat, if you've got a favorite radio program, if you've got a favorite TV program you definitely want to watch, protect it as part of your goal. Hide it. You don't have to share everything. You can keep something just for you. And if that helps you come into the next few days with confidence, and that's really important, because I know you can do this. Because I did my first Christmas. It was amazing. And after that first Christmas, everything got easier. It's like this massive landmark, I think, for many of us, that because it's so boozy and because it's so drink soaked, we're so anxious about getting over it. Then getting over this hurdle suddenly becomes an amazing relief, and being able to keep sober and keeping to your goals, whether it's moderation or going alcohol free over the next year, suddenly becomes so much more achievable. So remember with confidence that there's a massive prize at the end of this, and the prize is next year will get easier. I'm about to cough. Next year will get easier. There will be other trials, there will be other firsts, but I can tell you that once you've got through this Christmas, you will feel so bloody awesome that I can't believe that you wouldn't want to have that feeling. It's just not one that comes instantly. It's one that will build up over the next 3 days, but you will feel great. And I know you can do this. And I want you to be confident that you can do this. You should also be proud of what you've been doing over the last year, all the attempts you've made, all of what you've learned, all of the drinks you've discovered, all of the friends here that you've made. Be proud of that. It's, you know, there is no failure in this group. As long as you stick here and keep picking up your day ones, then you are making progress. I know it feels hard. I know it feels tough. And I know that we all just want a magic wand that makes all of those things happen. But actually, you've done a whole load of really hard work this year, and you should be proud of it. And I don't want you to undo it over 3 days of Christmas, because actually it's just 3 days. And, you know, you can get through this, but also you don't have to run with the pack. You can, you know, plow your own furrow alongside what's going on. But reminding yourself of the hard work, all you've achieved, even some of the bloody tough times this year, is absolutely fine. This is your journey and it's your gift to you. And I think that's really important to remember. I want you to remember with confidence and with pride what's happened the last year, and know that you can do this. You do need to be on your guard. Like I said, you do need to protect your sobriety over the next few days. There'll be lots of people who may ask. That should be no surprise to you, right? Somebody's going to ask you why you're not drinking. It's not a trick question. This is a question we all know we're going to get. And so practice what it is you're going to say in response. Be confident. You could probably even identify the person who's most likely to say it, and so you can tailor your response to that person, but make sure you know what it is that you're going to say. No faffing around with trying to make up an excuse on the hoof, because that's not what happens, and that's where doubt will creep in. So make sure you know very clearly, you know what, I've decided I'm not going to drink this Christmas. It's a gift I'm giving myself. I'm not going to drink this Christmas because I don't want to. I'm not drinking this Christmas because I'm driving family around. I'm not drinking this Christmas because I want to make it special for all of you. I don't want to drink this Christmas because I've decided to change my drinking for my health. I'm not drinking this Christmas because I want to enjoy Christmas without it. I don't want to drink this Christmas because I want to spend more time with the kids. I don't want to drink this Christmas just because I don't want to, and I don't need to explain myself to you. I don't want to drink this Christmas because. You can think of countless reasons. You don't have to give the same reason to every single person. You can give them all a bloody different one if you really want to, but make sure you know what it is that you're going to say. The other thing is to never be hungry over this Christmas period. I know that sounds weird, because what happens, particularly on Christmas Day, is you feel that you've got a big lunch coming up, so you're going to wait to eat till then. And my view is no. It doesn't matter if you leave food on your plate at lunchtime or you take a small amount of food, there will always be food left over. It's Christmas. Make sure you're not hungry. Make sure you have a breakfast. Make sure you drink plenty of water, because those two things will make sure that you can keep to your goal. The minute thirst, the minute hunger creeps in, you've already put yourself on the back foot. add a few family stresses on top of that and you will just go. So it's really important that those things that you have control of, like having a drink, like eating food, like taking some time out, that you make sure that you do take control of on Christmas Day. So then when the arguments start, when somebody's being a bit difficult, when you burn the turkey, who cares? But, you know, if you do, then you can handle all of those exceptions, those surprises don't knock you off course, because you've actually built yourself a firm foundation. So a key part of protecting this is to make sure that you're not hungry, you're not thirsty, that you've created a space for yourself to take time out if you need to, that you've hidden a book somewhere in a separate bathroom, in the shed, that you've got your walking boots next to the door, whatever it is that you've chosen to do to help you take some time out on Christmas Day, make sure that you do it. Trust me, nobody will notice if you go and have a 20-minute snooze at some point during the day. You think they will, but they won't. So it's all fine. So do what you need to do. So protect yourself and make sure you put in place the things that will help you do that. Don't worry too much about things going wrong, because it's the worry, not the actual thing that's going wrong, that actually will sometimes trigger you because you're feeling stressed about the worry. You know what? You don't have to be perfect. It's this thing that we say all the time in Club Soda, which is, you know, your journey with changing your drinking isn't linear. You will have bad days and good days. You will fall off the wagon. You will start again. You'll have countless day ones. You're aiming for long-term behavior change. You're not aiming for perfection, because perfection isn't possible. So this Christmas, you don't have to be Delia Smith. You don't have to be the best dad in the world. You don't have to be all of those things. Some things will go wrong. Some things won't be perfect. But you know what? It's all okay, because you're with people you love and people you care about. And it doesn't matter. You can just have a laugh about it. So don't let this idea that you have to be perfect and have got it all right for your family knock you off course. They have a responsibility for making the day fun too. So make sure you delegate fun to other people. You know, get the board games out, know what you might have in your back pocket. Get the kids thinking up games, get them to do a little pantomime theatre, Punch and Judy production. Get people adding to the fun. You are not responsible for the whole of the fun in your family, right? Because it's not possible to do that. And it will create an unrealistic expectation that the only person that will notice is you, and your only response might be to go, well, I'm going to hit the fuck it button. So it's really important that you don't think perfection is necessary. I'm going to like Annabelle, you know, Peter Capaldi's head didn't have to stay on the biscuits you sent me. You could have sent his head separately. It would have been absolutely fine. The gesture and the love and the intention of the gift was absolutely the most important thing. And that's the most important thing about your day, right? That that it's the love and the thought and the intention that's the most important thing, not whether everything is perfect. So please don't put extra pressure on yourself when you don't need it. And yes, the day will get a bit stressful. It will get boring, because guess what? Spending a whole day with your family when it's actually unusual. We don't normally do it. It's a really strange thing. And we throw ourselves into this situation for 1 or 2 days of the year. So, you know, take some time out. I'm going to go in the hot tub, like loads, because I've got it and I haven't got an open fire. So I may as well do the hot tub, right? So it's fine. So we'll take some time out and do the hot tub. So, and then finally stick close to the group. There'll be people here all day tomorrow. You'll see that there's an event in the diary to raise a glass at the same time, and raise a glass whatever it is you're drinking on Christmas Day. Don't think that some piece of frippery that you don't need to participate in. It's actually a really nice thing to do, because all through the day you'll be going, oh, what is it that I'm going to put in my glass to raise a toast in the Club Soda at that time? Let me think about that. And all day you'll be thinking, I have this time of accountability with Club Soda at whatever time it is, I have forgotten. But I have this time of accountability, and I want to be able to go on there with a non-alcoholic drink and celebrate with everyone else and have this little moment of smugness where we've all done something really, really difficult and actually really unusual for this time of year, and we've smashed it and we've got through it. So see that little time on Club Soda as being accountability, and really useful for you to help you get through your day. You only have to come on and take a photo. You can go back to the family, you can go back to the board game, whatever it is that you're doing. So so do stick close to the group and do ask if you need help. I'm going to just snuggle up and drink hot drinks, some shrub, and go in the hot tub. Oh, sounds terrible. Anyway, okay, so I think that is everything I wanted to say. Be confident, be proud, be on your guard, and you can get through the whole of tomorrow. And I will see you on the other side. Okay, have a great day, and do keep close on the group. I will be on here as much as I possibly can. All right, bye.